So I am learning to accept that I don't hate university. I guess I hated first year so much. So I felt like I couldn't like university at all, and like it kind of like tainted everything for me. But because I have more going on this year, I don't know. It's harder for me to hate it. Cause I'm less like I don't know. I'm doing stuff. I'm busy. I still don't know why I'm doing my degree, what I'm getting out of my degree, if it's really meant for me and whatever. But having distractions or like other things that I'm interested in doing whilst at university make it harder to hate it here, I guess. Like I go to debate, and then I wrote 2 articles this year for the Spanish magazine, and then I've somehow managed to get myself into being a copywriter or a peer reviewer or whatever for the academic article, and I have no idea what that means, but I've done it, I've signed up for it, I'm committed to it now. And I don't know, having these interesting opportunities to do and to look forward to, yeah, it makes it harder to hate it here. But the main reason that I am here, being my degree, I still don't fucking know how I feel about that. Like, Czech is the bane of my existence at this present moment in time. And it's like I have no motivation to do anything. My aims for the new year, I'm not saying New Year's resolution because it's like the 15th of January, so I don't know if that counts. But like my aims for this year are to stop comparing anything I do to anybody else. Like, I don't know. Everybody had their glow up. When's my glow up? Everybody's gone on holiday with their friends. When am I doing that? And like, I need to accept, understand, or appreciate that it's not necessarily my time to do that stuff now, and that it's probably better for me to wait for it to be my time rather than like trying to be like everybody else. Like, I feel like I did that a bit in first year, and I was like, yeah, I will go out and do all this and do all that. I don't want to do all this and do all that. And like, I had to try it to realize that I don't want to do it, and that I'm not this like outgoing, extroverted, extra person, and that school was suppressing me. Like, it's no. And yeah, so to stop comparing what I'm doing to other people, and to accept and scream from the rooftop that I am a creative and I want to be a creative, whether that be making YouTube videos or writing scripts and whatever. That's what I want to do, that's what I want to work on. I don't want to use my degree as like a backup plan. I can use it in what I want to do. I like, yeah, it's just I need to embrace what I am, what I want and stuff. Yeah. And I think if I keep embracing what I want, like by doing all these like little things in uni that are interesting to me, like or surrounded by writing or just stuff that intrigue me, that I will hate it less. I do hate it less, and like have other stuff to do, and hopefully everything in life just fall in place and all that. Yeah. On another note, the Erasmus scheme is not officially but almost officially gone. Like, they're not planning right now to renew it, and they could potentially obviously make other plans, but I don't know. I don't think it will actually affect me too much in terms of me because I'm working, but I keep reading articles by people who like did Erasmus and they went to work, and they're saying how the whole Erasmus thing is going to mess us up, and like it was a life-changing experience. But from the way the university has conveyed it to me, if you're not studying, you're not necessarily considered Erasmus. I was basically wrong about this. Erasmus seems to be any country, mainly EU countries that are in the scheme, whether you're working or studying, whatever you're doing, as long as you do it for Erasmus. It just wasn't conveyed well to me at this moment in time, but throughout the year it became clearer. Here's to hoping there's enough space on my phone for this. I'm currently sitting on the floor because why not? But yeah. So on Thursday, today's Friday, on Thursday I emailed a language school in Alicante, and the woman got back to me and was very enthusiastic about me being there to do an internship with them for next year. So that is solidified. Not in paper, because they don't post out like the documents you have to sign, but in theory, it's solidified. She wants me to Skype call her next week, which I'm very anxious about because I've started emailing her in Spanish, and even that is a bit intense. So Skype calling her is gonna be a moment, an event, emotional, but whatever. Yeah, I'm in a very optimistic place right now. Like recently, I don't know, I'm like very motivated to do my course, my degree, whatever. I don't know why. Not in like actually doing the work, but like in my spirit, I feel capable of like actually doing this and doing this well and going in my year abroad and like flourishing and learning a lot and finishing this damn degree. This is a weird angle, but I feel like I've been doing all of my like shots in the same place, so we're trying to change it up. Yeah. So I'm low-key, high-key scared about the coronavirus. Thank you. Yes, uni's closing tomorrow, like a week and a half early because of the coronavirus. Ow. Yeah, there was a student in accommodation Orchard Heights who had it, so that they have to, I don't know what's happened to them, but I know their flat had to like self-isolate and stuff. Yeah, I'm scared. I have a couple assessments that I don't know what's gonna happen with. I am supposed to have a presentation on Thursday, and then another essay on Monday, and then another presentation on Monday. For some of them, at least this week, they're gonna like Skype. I don't know what happens with the week after. I know they want to start like doing classes online. They've set up business Skype, something that we can use for classes and stuff. Not too excited about that, but whatever. In terms of people on their year abroad right now in Italy, from what I know is that they were given the option to come home or to stay in Italy, and the vast majority took the option to come home. Yeah, I don't know what that means like for their year abroad, especially because it's not like they can come to Bristol and be studying, because we're going as well. So I don't know what the plan is. There have been a lot of detailed, well not there have been a lot of detailed emails saying like we don't really know, but we're trying to do the best to figure it out. As of right now, we're supposed to be back for the 20th of April, but the way they were talking in my Italian class yesterday is as if that we're going to be doing everything online until like exam season, and they were even saying that it's just still proceed with your year abroad as normal because they don't know what's going to happen. And at least in terms of Italy, the peak is supposed to be next month in April, whereas here the peak is supposed to be like June. For me, I'm in a better position than most people because I've emailed people about my placements and got a loose confirmation. I got class today, I got class tomorrow, plus I have 2 tomorrow. My teacher's unwell, it's for Italian. I probably think she's just taking precaution more than anything, because my other teacher did that as well. She isolated for like 10 days just to take precaution. I feel for all the Italian teachers and like people, because one, they can't go home, I don't think, and 2, their families probably like most like they are in lockdown, so it's probably like a scary time for them as well. But to my teacher's credit, she did try to give us like time to talk about it and like just to get rid of concerns or whatever. In terms of old news, I found out with the Erasmus grant that I still get the grant even though I'm working, and interestingly enough, people who are working get more money than people who are studying. It's like 450, if not £490 per month, but it's very like an exact amount. So it's like if I'm going from the 1st to the 28th, then you get money from the 1st to 28th as opposed to like 30 days worth of money. They don't know if they're going to do that for the years after because of Brexit, but I'm like, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you can't take that away. On another note, I've started and practically finished watching 3 seasons of Insecure. It's lovely. Molly and Issa ain't shit, but the show as a whole is lovely. I'll never forget what Molly did to Jared. Jared didn't deserve it. Whatever. We're gonna move on now. Hello. So today is the 30th of March, and at 1 a.m. this morning I sent off an essay for one of my Spanish units, and then throughout the day I've been getting emails from across the faculty, I guess, about assessments for the summer period and Easter period because of the virus. Initially when I read the emails I was quite annoyed because they were quite confusing, but and it was seeing I was gonna have a lot of work to do online. But I've read them again properly, and it seems like I have a insignificant amount of work to do. So I was doing about 5 units of work, and I only have to complete two assessments. And in theory, I've already, by sending that essay this morning, I've already completed one, meaning I really ain't gonna do shit for the rest of the year. In reality, I shouldn't be this happy about it, because it means that in linguistically I'm effed, because I don't have to do any oral assessment for any of my languages. The only ones I have oral assessment done for that count are Czech. Is Czech. Yeah, in the long term, this isn't a good idea. I didn't think. Also, I was just about to be motivated to do my work, and I've now realised I ain't got to do nothing. Because I'm joint honours, I have to pick one language to do the guided writing language test in, and another language to do a cultural unit in. So I've effectively finished the cultural unit for Spanish, which means in theory I have to do the the language test for Italian. I'm not entirely sure yet what happens to all the other work I've completed and stuff like that. So if I don't finish Czech, for example, do I still get credits for it or whatnot? I'm surprised they're doing this like this, because when the postgraduate students sent an open letter to the uni, their response was like, we don't want to undermine the academic integrity of the university. But I feel like this very heavily undermines the academic integrity of the university, especially linguistically, if I'm not even doing any oral spoken examinations. In terms of like transparency, I feel like Bristol have done a lot more than like other universities from like people I watch online, because they seem to be, other universities seem to not be saying anything, and Bristol do seem to be emailing me quite regularly, giving me say about like their steps towards having a plan and an answer for what to do during this pandemic. This virus is scary. I'm a lot less scared than I was in Bristol, which is weird considering there's more cases of the virus in London, significantly more. And also our Prime Minister has it now, which is again scary. A YouTuber that I watch in America has it, which is again scary. Yeah. I'm way too happy that I have no work to do. Oh my gosh.